Hey, hey, hey. What is going on, family? Super excited to have you with us today. My name is Kirk Nugent, also go by the Geek Speaker Preacher, and we are live on YouTube. We've already been hanging out over in Zoom. And of course, that's because there are so many people who have already joined membership on our school platform. KirkRNugent.live/school is the platform. And so we've been hanging out over there already, but I want to say this as we get ready to dive in today. Of course, we're going to be looking at Suno. We're going to be looking at AI and music and what that means for the creator, how best we can use that. But there is a yet again, there's always a quote that I want to share with you. There's always a quote that I want to share with you. It's kind of been my calling card for us. And this quote is actually from Christopher Reeve, and it says, "Once you choose hope, anything's possible." Once you choose hope, anything's possible. Once you choose hope, I always look for the action word in the statement, right? In the quote, there's if you look at the whole thing, once you choose hope, anything's possible. There's only one word that is action. There's one word that calls out to us that is the indicator for what it is we need to do in order for this quote to be true of us. So once you choose hope, and I guess that's the question for anybody today is, what do you choose? Do you choose procrastination? Do you choose mediocrity? Do you choose to stay where you are, to choose to stay in your comfort zone? Maybe you're choosing defeat. But if you choose hope, quite literally, Christopher Reeve says anything's possible. And Christopher Reeves, if you know who he is, original Superman actor, literally had a star-studded life, but then he had this tragic accident and ended up being a quadriplegic. So if he can say anything's possible, I think the rest of us can tap into that experience, tap into that as well. If you're with us on YouTube, go ahead and drop something in the chat. Let us know what you got going on for today. We are going to dive right into our content. Like I said, we already have some of our family and friends hanging out with us in the Zoom room. And if you are interested, there's a link in the description of the video here on YouTube that you can hit, and you can actually go and join us. We'd love for you to join us. But I've got my good friend with me today. Her name is Tracy. Tracy is with us. Tracy has been
Hi.
using Suno for how long? How long you been using Suno?
Oh, crikey. Might even be a couple of years now.
I can't, I
I
just
know I've
don't, I don't
seen
even
several
remember.
incarnations of it. It's been updated a good number of times since I've been using it. So, yeah, it's quite a long time.
Okay, good, good, good. So, and I've only used it a little bit, so I'm so excited to have Tracy with us today because she has used it way more than me. One of the questions that we were kind of grappling with earlier was, in terms of using Suno, there's two ways, I guess, two directions. You can use it to create music, but then with music, just background music for your content and for your videos, for your live streams. But you can also use it to to create music with lyrics, and there is a little bit of a cringe on that because sometimes the AI voices don't sound as natural as others. So that's definitely something to consider as you are doing your content as well. So yeah, Tracy, let's take a look at Suno. Do you have you good when you share your screen
I
for us, and I'll
do
be able to pull that
indeed.
up.
Let me just
Here we
share.
go.
And where's my Suno gone? There.
Right. There we
Hang
go.
on a minute. That's up.
And I'm gonna like
We
that.
got Suno? Is that coming up?
It says you started sharing your screen, so I'm just waiting for it to come up.
It says, yes, it says I'm screen sharing,
Okay. Yeah, it says
but I'm
has
not seeing any.
uh I'm not seeing it either. It says
Just
it
as a
says
black
Tracy has
screen.
shared her screen,
Let me
but
unshare and share again.
that's
Let's try
that
that.
sometimes we got to do that. Sometimes we got to do
Yeah.
that. So let's go here and go here. Perfect. And then I'm going
Have
to
you got it?
add one more. Get that. Copy. Paste settings. We're doing it all live today, y'all. So this is part of the process. I don't know if that's gonna work out for me, but I do see your screen now, and I'm going to try and pull it up. I
Okay.
think that that worked. So with that with that in mind, I'm gonna do that. We're gonna publish this. Go back
There it
to
is.
live. All
You got
right.
it.
Yep, I do. So yeah,
So,
this is Suno.
hmm. Now, as we were talking about earlier, you're quite right, Kirk. If you have the free plan, then Suno do own the rights to it, which means that anybody can use your music with
Mhm.
Suno's permission. They can just use it. Um, but even if you own the rights to it because you've got the paid plan, you can still make it live so that people can download it and use it, but would have to credit you and things like that. It puts you in control of it. Let's put it
Right.
like that.
Oh,
Now,
okay.
I tend to download them for myself, and I'll share them with some friends so that they don't have to go through the same thing. So
Right.
that's how I tend to do it. So I do own the rights on them because I've got the paid plan. On the free plan, you get a very small number of credits. On the, I think it's called the premium plan, you get a whole load of credits. That's the one I'm on, and that's $8 a month.
And
There's
what do
also a
the
pro
how do the
plans.
credits work? Because I know that that is a question that I have received before. It's like, well, I don't quite understand the
Right.
credits piece. I
Well,
mean, the
each
basic gist.
generation,
Yeah, go ahead.
each generation uses a bunch of credits, and it'll tell you how many. You soon work out how many it's using. But you can see I've been going crazy for the last few days. This will go on for screens and screens and screens. This is just all my Halloween stuff that I've been messing about with, and I've still got 2,620 credits this month.
Well, that's good to
Honestly,
know.
unless you are making on a huge scale, probably very commercially, then there's no need to go up to the next level, which is quite pricey. Is it something? I'm trying to
Now
find where my account
I
stuff
see
is.
somebody in on YouTube that really
Subscription.
should be with us here in Zoom, and his name is David Hunt. And so I'm just kind of just wanted to
David,
kind of shout him out there
this
real
was
quick and say, David, what you got
this.
going on, man? You should be with us.
You should, David, because this was for you, if you remember. So I want your questions.
Absolutely.
There we go. It's the pro. It's the pro plan I'm on, and actually it's not too bad. The premier plan, which gives you a massive amount of credits. There you go. 2,500 credits is what I'm on. That's up to 500 songs, and it refreshes monthly.
Okay,
That's
wow.
more than enough for most of us.
Okay.
If you want to go crazy, then you move up to that one, which is the premier plan, which is $24 a month, which still isn't stupid money, is it?
No, it isn't, but
So yeah,
you do want to look at that, and I'm glad we're showing the the different plans because
yeah.
I think that is critical for people to see, and for them to be able to make a decision for themselves, like what exactly are we talking about? What exactly does that include? All of those things
Mm-hmm.
are going to be critical as we look at this, so that's going to be good.
I mean, for me, the big beauty of this is, as well, is that I'm constantly getting emails saying, "You've used my music in your video," and I've just replied, "No, I haven't." Because as you said, there's just absolutely no
it's
comeback.
it,
I, I subscribed to Epidemic Sound for a little while. Really, really good. It's
right.
fantastic. But my understanding is that if you stop subscribing, you can't carry on using the music you've already got in your videos.
So you're stuck.
Because I have had a couple. Yeah, I've had a couple of copyright strikes. Well, not strikes. The warning thing on videos where I've used Epidemic Sound's music, but since I
Man.
cancelled the subscription, it's been spotted that it's already still there and still in my video. So
Man.
I've just removed it because they were on quite old videos anyway. Nick Nimin's got a good free music site as well. That's good, but then obviously you're restricted to what he's got in there.
What he's got in there, yeah.
Whereas this gives you, with this, you can have a total laugh having a play with it. Do you want me to demonstrate a couple?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I was just trying to
Should
make
we
the
go for
screen a
it?
little bit bigger for people to see. So yeah, that's let's go for
Okay.
it. I hope that the
Well,
audio comes through.
it should do. Let's see. Well, you tell me. This is one I did earlier. And I've created a persona. This is a band called Digbeth Nonstop,
Big
loosely
Beth.
based on UB40. It's
Okay.
the name of a bus that used to go from Redditch to Birmingham. Anyway, yeah, it's loosely based on UB40. So tell me if you can hear the sound come through.
No, I don't think I do. I don't hear the sound coming through. So
Oh, that could be tricky then.
I think you need to stop share, and then the next time you share, you just gotta check the box that says share sound as well.
Oh, I do apologize. Let me do that.
No
So
problem.
share.
No problem.
Suno music.
Yeah. David says the next level
Share
up
sound. Found it.
There we go.
Got it. Right now, am I back on your screen?
We'll get there. We'll get there. Yep. Look at that. Just popped it right in. I love that. Yep. I can hear that.
Can you hear that? Nice bit of reggae, sort of
UB40. Let's go. I love that.
It's a bit UB40-ish, yeah.
Yeah,
I wrote them a whole. They've got a backstory and everything. So that's an instrument. Oh, excuse me.
Listen, this is why I love live. This is why I love live. If people, you can't.
I'm still getting over a cold.
Any of this stuff.
Now,
yeah, no.
Let's,
there's 7 people watching live on YouTube, and we've got, of course, a couple of people with us here on Zoom. Would love for you guys to come check us out, come hang out with us as well. If you are watching, man, go ahead and drop something in the chat. We want to know what you're thinking here. If you have questions about Suno, we want to hear that as well. Walk us through the process of what you did to create the track, Tracy.
Well, let's do a funny one first.
Okay,
this is where you can have a real laugh. I mean, some of the ones I've done about skeletons being misunderstood and things that I did for Halloween, just a riot. Anyway.
Oh, man.
So all I'm doing is typing in a bit of info.
Where are you typing? Oh, okay. No.
Can you see top left song description? Is that coming up?
Yeah, I see song description, but I see hip hop, R&B. Is that it? Oh, is it inspiration? Where are you typing?
Hang on a minute. Let me see what you're seeing.
David says he wants to hear the rest of that first track.
Song description. Yes, that's it. Yes, that's it. Yeah.
Okay, song description. So hip hop, R&B.
But you can't see. The strange thing is you can't see what I'm typing in.
Oh, no.
Which makes no sense at all. Oh, hang on. Screen sharing is paused.
Maybe it's just, yeah.
Why?
Maybe, I don't know. That's very odd. Let me go back to publish, back to live. I don't know.
No.
Oh, I do see
your share again, and I will redo it because you need to see what I'm typing in.
We definitely want to see it. We want to see the whole process. So definitely take your time. Let's get it right.
Content only as background. Yes, that's the one, isn't it? Can you see?
Once that screen comes up, I'm gonna go back to it.
Kirk, the geeker preacher.
Yeah, I see it now. Okay, perfect. Okay, yeah. So we're looking at where it says song description, and I can see that you've typed in. Yep, helping us all on YouTube. Okay.
Right. I know. You can pick what sort of music you want. So if you want it in Bulgarian, you can. So you can pick your type of music.
Yeah.
If you want to go in and tell it a persona. Now, I've taught it a persona. So let's pick up.
What's the persona? I know what it is,
non-stop.
but I want to make sure that, as we're talking.
Your persona is when you've made a song, let's say this one over here, and you think, that sounds really good. I'd like to use that band or that singer or whatever, that performer again. What you do is you click on create, and one of the options over here is persona, and then it'll save them. You give them a name, you can put a picture up of them.
Oh, wow.
And so forth.
So persona is
created your band.
Yeah, it's a set of criteria that is used almost like a recipe.
Yeah. So if I want to do music that sounds like Digbeth nonstop, I just pick them. You can type in your own lyrics here as well. This is in the custom section. I don't do that. I'm not clever enough to do my own lyrics. But anyway, I picked Digbeth nonstop, so it should come out sounding a bit like UB40 because I picked a song that sounded right. and I said I wanted male singer, Birmingham, England, 1980s, ska,
Can
reggae,
you, here's a
and the
question.
whole,
What would I, if
yeah.
I gave you like one of my tracks, background music tracks, well, better yet, if I had, if I upload that to it, um, to Suno, but if I upload an actual track, will it be able to kind of analyze it and create a persona off of it?
I think so.
Okay.
I think so. Yes, you just, and then you could create it as a persona. So it'll be that this is this musical artist. That's your
Right.
persona, and then you could ask it to produce other things in the style of that artist.
Oh,
So
amazing.
yeah, I must admit, I've not tried uploading music. The problem you've got is that obviously, if I went in and said make it sound like UB40, it won't do it. So you have
Uh,
to describe it. Now, if you upload a piece of your own music, I haven't actually tried that, but theoretically it would. As long as you
got
can
it.
get it into the system, you could then have it up on your screen, create persona, give the artist a name, and then you could use it again and again. The trick really would be to make a whole, I think your best bet would be to make a whole load of music describing what you want until you get what you want and you think, that's it. That's the artist I want. That's my band going
Awesome.
forward. My
Awesome.
musical artist. Create
Yeah.
persona, and then you can just pick them and make the music in the style of that artist going forward.
Nice.
So let's see if it works.
No, that's cool. So yeah,
So
so let's go for it.
theoretically, so what I haven't needed to do, you see, you can pick all these different types of styles of music. You've got a load of choices, or you can actually put it. You can actually type in here. So if you're doing this from fresh, you could type in, 80s synthesizer sound or heavy metal, grunge band or whatever. You can actually describe what type of music you want, or you can pick one of
Nice.
the ones that they suggest. So just play about with this, and you can honestly, you can have extremely good fun. So you can have pop,
Yeah, I
subtle
see
guitar
several
riffs,
inspiration that they have
yeah,
there. So they do have some
K-pop.
suggestions as well. Oh, K-pop, that's cool.
They do piano, reggae, modern jazz. I've actually managed to get it to do a whole load of postmodern jukebox stuff
Oh,
recently
wow.
for the dancing skeletons.
Oh my word.
So you can, honestly, I'll play you some of that in a minute. It's really funny, especially if I'll show you the video. It's a ride. Anyway, so all you do once you've told it what you want it to do is you hit create and you wait. And it doesn't take very long. Here we go. It's doing it already. Can you see that popping up on the
Yeah, I
screen to
see
the
that.
right?
Yeah, Untitled.
It's
Yep.
whirring away. I can see it's got dig. And if you hover over it, dig with non-stop. There you go. Look,
Okay.
he's called it. Kirk, the Geek Speaker Preacher.
It's cool. That is so cool.
Oh, hang on. Synth heavy with a driving bass line. Maybe it hasn't gone in the style of
Okay.
Digbeth non-stop. We'll see.
We'll
Anyway,
see. We'll
this should
see.
play now, as you can see. It's still whirring away, but it should
Yeah.
be playable. Yeah, that's not Digbeth non-stop. Interesting though.
Synth heavy. Okay. Somebody is
Should get
saying
lyrics in
right now as they're watching this, like, wait a minute. It just created that?
Yeah. Where's the lyrics though?
Kirk, the geek, speaker preacher, lighting up the screen like a digital teacher.
Wow.
How much fun is that? Doesn't sound anything like Digbeth non-stop. Anyway, then if you think that's awesome, I want it, you just click on the little dots at the end and download. It's still processing, but within a couple of minutes, it'll give you the opportunity to download it as an MP3.
Wow.
Or a WAV or whatever takes your fancy. You can save it to your workspace. You can add it to playlists, so you can have all of your stuff together. There you go. It's processed it. So I could download that now. That's how quick it is. Now,
awesome.
It's mad, isn't it? Should we have another go at trying to make it sound like Digbeth non-stop?
Yeah,
Let's stick reggae
I think the description probably kind of, I think that's,
yeah,
or maybe we were
it.
playing with the inspiration. I think we picked something that had synth in there. It's probably what happened.
Have done.
What's going on, Dr. Vibe? I see you here, my friend.
Let's try reggae. Let's try that again. Anyway, if you want it to be an instrumental, We'll see what it does if we change that to instrumental.
Sure.
What you
sure,
do while it's thinking about it, you can actually carry on and do the next one. As soon as this create button's highlighted again, you can go for it. So you can just churn out a whole load. So if you want an instrumental, just click
instrumental. Which I would prefer. Let's see how that goes.
Well, I find it less. I mean, the ones with the lyrics, particularly because I put in a sort of very specific theme. It's obvious it's AI, because like, where would you find a song about Kirk the Geek Speaker Preacher? You know?
Exactly.
So whereas if it's I think what's happening is a lot of people out there are overdoing it, because I think I might have created a monster on the resin craft scene, because I think possibly overdoing it a little bit, like I did at first. But it's
there is a balance to strike. Yeah, there's definitely a balance to strike.
I think most people would. There is the instrumentals. I don't think most people would notice. Let's see if this one switches over to reggae.
I like it already.
I like a bit of reggae.
Come on. Ooh. Come on, Dr. Vibe.
Oh yeah.
Whoa.
Tune.
He's got the glasses, the button-up flair, a mic in his hand, wisdom to share. He speaks.
Wow.
Get out of here. Wait. No, you gotta let that play. Let that play. I want to hear the rest of that.
Oh, okay. It always generates two for you to pick from as well.
The answers, you see it in his eyes.
Crazy.
Fix your mind, leave the bugs and doubts behind. Kirk, the geek speaker preacher, lighting up the screen. The ultimate teacher.
I'll send them to you if you like that.
Wow, crazy.
Kirk's the one you gotta know.
Spend far too long.
Whoa. I gotta tell you, the singer sounds great.
The voices are good now.
In the world.
Breaks it down, bye. Turns
Oh no, you gotta send me this song.
With every word, he's building a
I'll send you them all,
from
Satan.
confusion
Have a
to
bit of fun
the
with them.
learning ridge. Preach it, Kirk, yeah, preach it loud. Stand tall, you're leading the crowd.
As you can see, it's 2 minutes 22 seconds.
Yeah.
The video is for like 30 seconds.
Feel easy today. Kirk, the geek speaker preacher, lighting up the screen, the ultimate
Definitely
teacher.
number 1, isn't it?
Click play,
Billboard
let
charts
the
or whatever it
knowledge
is.
flow. Kirk's the one you gotta know.
Oh my gosh, I gotta have this. That's crazy. Okay,
It's like
you
David's
can
come in.
you can stop playing. Stop playing now. I want to. What were you saying, David? David, you were saying something.
I just
Yo, that's fire. That's the
Yeah.
reggae stuff. The reggae,
Yes.
especially the reggae engine, is very strong. That and the
It is.
Afrobeat. Woo! Lord of
Yeah,
mercy.
it is. It's good, isn't it? Now, I'm sure people who are professional musicians like David, would know whether that's AI or not. But the amount of people who've asked me and said, "Who's this Digbeth Nonstop? I've never heard of them.
wow.
Where was I in the 80s?" They're AI. You can see why it's causing such a stir.
That's priceless. I
mean, they've had to clear a load out of Spotify, haven't they? And
They
I'm
did.
thinking, why not just have a separate AI playlist and an AI chart, like we have
So
an electronic
crazy.
chart? Or why not?
Yeah, just
As long as people know what it is,
allow
and you keep it
people to
separate.
allow people to that's such a good idea. That's because there's a lot of controversy
Yeah.
on it. But I mean, look, let me do this real quick. So in the comment section right now,
Okay, because I'm not looking at the
right
comments. I'm
now,
on my
people are going nuts. So we've got my good friend Sam is here. He says, "What just happened?" He's like, "That sounded good." Sam came back a little later, says, hey, I need a theme song for my channel as well. This is madness. Dr. Oteng is with us as well today. He says, hi, Kirk. Thank you so much, man, for being with us today. I see a couple other people have come in as well. Monty Weaver is with us. He just put a microphone emoji in the chat. I love that. Resonating Art says, great song. I have to agree with you. It is a great song.
Hi,
great job. This is somebody that I'm certain you're familiar with. So thank you for coming and hanging out with us today. Yes. 10 of you guys on the live with us. We just want to make sure we are getting an opportunity to chat it up with several of you. Canva AI tools. I saw your comment, I think it was yesterday or the day before, said you were missing out on the lives. I'm telling you, we've got some new stuff coming really soon. But I've just been having a lot of fun inside the community. I would love for you to join us in the community because there's just so much that we can do there to just, to make sure that everybody has what they need and we're able to serve at a different level. So hit that link in the description and be sure to join us in the community platform, because I'm telling you, it's amazing. It's amazing. It's amazing. Dr. Oteng says, wow, no way. And then Canva AI tools. I don't know. I've totally forgotten your name now, but I did remember it back in the day. In fact, I used to have a note here with all these names, but that's a great idea. Absolutely. I think the thing to be thinking about, where some of the opportunities where this is concerned, Tracy, is that, to be able to create that quickly, one of the things that I always tell people is you want to differentiate yourself from the sea of sameness. You want to have things that they can only hear and experience when they come to your show or to your channel or to your content. And what this platform, Suno, is enabling people to do, first of all, it's really helping us to get over the copyright strike nonsense. Because I tell you what, I've had it up to here. I mean, I'm done with the copyright strikes. It's just so crazy. It's to the point now where I will refuse to use any music on any video unless I created it myself. That's right, Margot. That's right. Margot is your name. I almost refuse to use any music on anything that's not my own, because I'm so tired of months later, sometimes years later, I now get a copyright and I'm like, what's going on with this? So there's something to be said for that part. And then the last thing I'll say is there's a lot of, especially where AI is concerned, and regular creators and actors and different things like that are just kind of, there's an uproar, people like David Hunt, who's a musician and creates music for real, as they say. There's this uproar of like, man, we don't know, how is this going to affect us? But I just believe that, man, just like she said, you're creating these personas. The persona that I can create and the persona that David created are going to be two totally different personas because of his experience. So the difference maker is, what do you bring to these platforms? As a novice, I just want to be able to create background music for my videos and not get a copyright strike. That's all I want. And for, what'd you say, $8 a month, Tracy? That's a no-brainer for me.
Yeah, the one I'm on, you can produce about 500 songs. Now, bear in mind, you'll very often get some that are a bit, so you'll end up running it again. But 500 a month's way more than I ever use.
But I'm not even, I gotta be honest, the way I use music now is so sparingly. I don't really want to use it heavy. So yeah, what were you saying, David?
I don't use a huge amount. I've just been having fun with it, really.
Yeah.
The most I've used it for lately, because I've been doing imagery to go, making actual music videos to go with it. Just, again, very amateurish and a bit of a laugh.
Great
for some fun things.
It's another great point that we were making earlier. I don't know if you were saying something, David.
Yeah, I was. So I was saying that I'm on the same plan as Tracy, and I don't use nearly as much, but I've created anthems for people. Actually, I just did one for Yolanda Bruce.
Oh, cool.
And yeah, no, it's like I was singing something on the live and she came on and I just kept singing, just, Yolanda, whatever what it was I was singing. And I think I said, we talk about the Ravens, yeah. And it was kind of like a reggae vibe. And when I put it off, I'm telling you, that reggae algorithm is serious in Suno, man.
No, that
Serious.
I am blown
UDO
away.
also as well, but Suno is. So I cut out what I sang, and I uploaded it into Suno and say use this as a template, and it spit out some stuff. I was just like, you
Yeah.
know,
Wow.
it's good. And you know what? I think that people are up in arms about the AI bit, but I remember when the MPC and producers started sampling and
Yep.
resampling and
Yep.
using Fruity Loops and a bunch of different applications, real-time missions is like, yo, you have to use the tape, bro. It's not real music, and they got left in the dust. They
They
actually
did.
eventually turned down
Mm.
uh, workflows in
Yep.
order to compete because the up and
Yeah.
coming users use
No, you're right
it
on.
like the
You're on target right there, my friend. And that's the other thing I
The
was gonna
way I
say.
am,
One of the things that I think Tracy said earlier, I was saying as well. You don't want to use the music throughout the entire video anyway. You want to,
not
maybe
that
add,
sort of music, no.
yeah, well, definitely nothing with words, but even as with your YouTube video, if you have something that's playing underneath, your intro, but as you get into the video, for me at least, I fade out to nothing, and then as the video is
Mm.
ending, I'll bring that music back in. But you want to kind of figure out what that norm is for your channel, what makes the best sense. And there might be
Yeah.
times where even if for a live stream, you might want to change your, as you're doing like from one segment to another. And it's like, well, okay, now we're going to go into Q&A, and you play a little clip, and then you go into Q&A, and that when that music fades out, maybe after 60 seconds, 90 seconds or something like that, you're just answering questions. Then when you go into another segment, you play another clip, and it's just a matter of having that background music there. That's what we know from different shows. Shout out to Margot. Shout out to George Canellis and several others who are in the chat with us today. If you're watching live with us online on YouTube, please go ahead and drop a message. Tracy, you were saying something. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, the way I look at it, can you imagine how artists, people who did
Mhm.
magnificent oil paintings, can you imagine how they felt when photography came about?
Phew.
And has it replaced them? No.
No, it's different.
So, yeah, I think we just find different ways of fitting it into what we're doing.
Agreed.
And you can never, no matter how brilliant the computery thing is, you can never get that whatever it is that makes it human.
Absolutely.
It can sound great, it can sound fun, but there's something a little bit special about actual human input. And
Yeah,
I hope we never lose that. But that's the way I look at it.
I hope we don't
The other
lose
thing
it
with
either.
this, by the way, the
Yeah,
other thing
you
with
had
this, by the way, don't
you had
forget
done an
every time
instrumental one too, right? You had done one without words.
I did, and don't forget every time you press create, it churns out 2 alternatives, and we haven't listened to
Oh,
the other silly one yet.
yeah,
Let's just have
let's
a
do
first
that.
bit of that. So it always gives you two alternatives, and it usually names them the same, which confuses things when you download it. What's this one sound like? Very similar. It'll be the same lyrics. Let's jump a little.
He breaks it down, bite by bite, turns the dark into shining light.
I can't believe this.
That singer sounds a bit more like Bob Marley.
Oh my
Right,
gosh.
now this is going to be reggae as well, but with no lyrics. So
Okay.
this is the second run I did, but we'll try a different style in a minute. Actually, I'll show
Okay.
you the ones I made for Christmas, because I made some really cute Christmas ones.
Yeah. They can just take all my
Basically,
money
you've just
right
got
now.
a reggae.
Take all my money. Take all of it.
So this would be really nice background music, wouldn't it? But let me show you the
I
ones
wouldn't get
made. I had
anything
some
done,
real-
Dr. Vibe. I wouldn't get.
I'll tell you, I can spend all day doing this. I get lost.
Like between Sora and this, I'm never gonna get any work done now.
Oh, I don't even use Sora. I'll show you what I do
my
instead in a
word.
minute if you like. Where's all those
I
Christmas
wouldn't
ones
get
I
any
did?
work. You play
So-
I would just have a whole, I would have a whole playlist. Yeah. See,
Yeah,
Margot said
so-
the same. She's like, I would use this. I think that's the reason why we wanted to do this
Yes.
today, both in the community and on the YouTube channel, because we wanted people to be able to
Mhm.
really see themselves in the content. Like, man, I could probably do that. I could probably use that. And I think for the price, now I will say, do you have an affiliate link, Tracy? I can put that in the chat if you have an affiliate link.
I don't think they've got an affiliate arrangement.
Oh, they don't? Because there's some
Not
people.
what I'm aware of.
No, they don't. I
Hang
don't
on.
think they have one right
No.
now.
No, I don't think they do yet. I did
They're
ask
missing
them,
out.
and they said,
they're
and
missing
they
out.
said, and I left it with them that if you ever do, let me know. But
They're
no,
missing
they
out.
don't.
That's because I mean, I just want to make sure that, I don't have an account currently, but I will by this time next week. I can guarantee you that. But yeah, it's just,
You'll lose a day. Trust me.
What I'm going to do though, is I'm going to create the account and give it to my son and let him crank out beats for me. Because I really don't want to learn anything new. But I think this is, and I want to say this to those
This
who
is
are
a zero
watching.
learning curve.
Yeah, but
This honestly is a zero learning curve.
Yeah, for those that are watching though,
This
I
is-
think this is what's critical for us, especially as my kids are 14 and 15, and it's critical for them to be able to take a new platform and just digest it really quickly. Like, okay, parse through what is there.
Yeah.
These are the skills that they can't learn in school because school is still a prisoner of yesteryear. They're still learning the same ways that I learned when I was in school. But these kids that are going to be graduating from high school, going into college, graduating from college, they're going to have to live in a world where they've got to be able to self-teach. You've got to learn how to, like Tracy did. I mean, she had to dive into this platform, get used to it, poke around, figure out what works, what doesn't work, churn out some garbage content, and then start to find things that really, and you have to give yourself that latitude as well, that buffer. Not when you get this platform, if you decide to get it, you'll have a learning curve as well. And so, but I just want to say that to those who are parents like me, when you're thinking about AI and you're like, man, I'm a bit overwhelmed, I don't know what I need to teach my kids, give them access and opportunities. Give them a project. One of the things that I like to do is, like I'm saying, he's now editing a podcast for a client of mine. So he's using DaVinci Resolve to do it. I pay him $25 an episode, which he loves. And there's their weekly episodes. He's getting $100 a month. He's absolutely over the moon. He thinks this is the greatest deal on the planet. Shh, don't tell him. He's grossly underpaid. But the point is, he's learning a skill set. And he's not just learning it for something random. He's learning it for a product, for a client whose those episodes get anywhere from 7,000 to 10,000 views per episode. And so there's a fulfillment piece that comes along with it. And it's kind of a resume builder for him as well. So now I'm going to be like, hey, add this to your repertoire, that you know how to use Suno. Boom. And again, he may never go into this field. He may never decide to do it, but he's learning how he learns, number one. Number two, he has skill sets that can always net him some cash. Always. There's no video editing. Yeah. This is it's like riding a bike now. Everybody should know how to do it. So I just wanted to kind of take a pause and just share that real quick. And I see some of your comments. Let me see if I can grab a couple of these. Brian Jones says, this is dangerous. This is a dangerous tool for those that truly enjoy music. Hey man, listen, we live in this tension. And I think it's, we do have to kind of grapple with it and figure out what does it all really mean for all of us. I would love to support you because I'm going to get it. So Margot is saying, if there is if they ever do come out with a link, but Margot, there is no affiliate set up right now. So just go ahead and get it, because there isn't one. So look at this. So Dr. Tracy says, no. Look at this comment right here, Dr. Five. Margot says, is he available? $25 a video. Is he available? Yeah, see, he's going to get more clients just like that.
Yeah. The other thing is, coming back to what you were saying about the youngsters, I know when I used to be involved with recruitment at the firm that I used to work for, I used to be the learning and development specialist on the recruitment team sometimes. And it was always impressive when we looked at a youngster's Resume. Do you call them resumes over there?
Yeah,
We
yeah,
call them
CV,
CVs
resume,
over here.
yep.
Yeah, CVs. If they'd learnt things extra, if they'd
You just
taken that
signed up.
initiative to learn something different, it makes them stand out as
does.
being willing to learn, an ability to learn over and above
Yeah.
the basics that are necessary, and
Th-
an
that-
adaptability. So,
So
just
good.
all round, it's a good thing to have something that stands out as being a bit different on a CV.
I have a
Do you want to hear?
I have a team of young people that I work with at my church, and the conversation this past weekend was around like, well, you seem to have favorites in the group. I'm like, no, I wouldn't characterize it as that. And then they were like, well, you teach these guys more than you teach the rest of us. I'm like, no, they ask questions. And because they ask questions, I am able to share, but you guys don't ask any questions. So all you're doing is you're taking what I teach you, and it's basically you click here, and if it's anything outside of that happens, you don't ask, you just come back to me. Whereas these guys are like, well, what happens if you do this? What happens if this happens? That's the reason why it seems like they know more, but it's just because they've taken the initiative to actually engage and have more questions. That's one of the things I always say to folks. I say this every time I go to speak, anytime I do a workshop or whatever, I say, if somebody who is an expert in their field, who clearly, designated by the fact that they're standing on the stage and you're not, if they ask you, what's your question? You should have a question. Just have a question. Have a question. Just having the practice of having a question. So those are some of the things that I wanted to kind of throw in there. I think that's just such a great point as well. Brian Jones just signed up. Shaka is with us today. He says, peace, everyone. Thank you so much for being with us today. All right, what you got for us now, Tracy? I think you're bringing something up.
Yeah, I'm happy. Sorry, I'm just having a bit of a fiddle because I wanted to show you before we move on to the lovely musicals,
Sure.
instrumentals. Just to show you completely the opposite, I wanted to show you what I did using Suno and Midjourney and then CapCut for editing. And this is something that even my local residents association haven't seen this. They don't know they've got a YouTube channel yet. I've only shared it on their yeah. This is completely silly. I typed in the complete schedule for all of the events going on for Halloween at our community centre, everything. And this is what came out. Bear in mind, the imagery is all from Midjourney.
That's crazy.
The clock strikes for the witches cackle when it's green's the haunted chapel.
This is crazy.
And grown-ups dressed to scare, spooky hats and pumpkin flair. Spooky Saturday bash, oh, what a fright. Costumes glimmer in the dim twilight. Paint and tattoos, ghosts take flight. Cupcakes scream, it's a spooky delight.
That's crazy.
In the nose on the imp so sly.
Anyway, yes.
So that's Midjourney, Suno, and what else? Oh, you CapCut.
Oh, just me editing it in CapCut.
Yeah.
All the animation, all the graphics, all the animation were done in Midjourney. The music, as you know, was done with Suno. And I'd literally, that poster that went up the screen, I typed all that word for word into the song description. You've got a lot of space in there.
Right.
And it just put, as you heard it saying about the cupcake decorating thing and the costumes and it just put everything that was in that poster into the lyrics.
Wow.
Yeah, and then I made the video. Midjourney, you can make your image and you can now hit animate. And you get about, I think 10 seconds is the longest you can get. Stick them all into CapCut or whatever editing software. Slap the music alongside it. And then some of the clips I needed to speed up and move them around a bit and just jiggle them so they look right with the music, and done. Took about 20 minutes.
Absolutely.
And my local residents association think I'm a genius.
Oh, man. And I love that. I think that, and you're just using the tools that are available to you. And I think so. I want to draw a distinction here because while you play, let's go ahead and play a track or two, and then DWM_RL. I definitely want to respond to your comment because I think you raise it's a real critical point. But I also want to draw a distinction between what that case is covering and what what I hope most people will be using this for in terms of content creation. But go ahead. Let's play a couple of tracks and see what we come up with.
Well, let's have a listen to something completely different. This is the sort of music I might use for sort of over the end of a video, or while I'm making something. If I'm not talking, but I want to show the thing I'm making, the process.
Sure.
So you want
Absolutely.
some nice little instrumental.
Nice. That is.
I think this is instrumental.
Oh yeah. I wouldn't want anything more. I mean, especially some of the. I could definitely see using this for some of the more inspirational things, even like the motivation thing that I do. Even some of the church stuff that I do. It's very lovely, very nice, soothing, calm, and I think the other thing to be mindful of here is that it is not. There's no copyright with using this. That's the part.
Nope. Well, there is, but you own it yourself. Isn't that nice?
All right, look, while you're looking for the other one, let's. Oh yeah, go ahead.
Opposite end of the scale again.
Bones in the moonlight tap a soft parade.
That voice is very distinct.
Rattling whispers in the night charade.
Yeah, so that's the one I did. I did a load of dancing skeletons, and it's a song I put into the. I can't see whether I can see the prompt. What the prompt was? I think somewhere you can look at what the prompt was. But that one I just typed in. Skeletons are really misunderstood. They just want to have fun and play, really, and dance and things in a postmodern jukebox style. And then I made a whole. That's the skeletons that you saw in the other video.
In the other video
of those.
Priceless.
And yeah, it's
Priceless.
actually being played by a DJ friend of mine in America.
That's crazy.
Believe it or not.
You know, so
Yeah.
I do want to. So I want to grab a couple of comments here, and I can't thank you guys enough. We do want to come back and maybe show one or two more things in Suno before we close it out for today. We're right around 45 minutes, but in terms of like I said, he made some really good critical comments here. So let me just read this through so everybody kind of hears this. The only issue right now is the current lawsuit, right? So 3 major labels have a lawsuit currently pending with Suno and Udio. And if DCMA administration agrees, then anyone who has made mashups and covers, right, will possibly be held liable for copyright infringement, right? So he finishes the comment on this one. So I'm just reading that there. So and this is what I'm saying. I think the main, I wouldn't. This is where the human element comes in, and this is why, you know, we have these conversations all the time about the tech, AI is the devil, or the AI is evil. No, AI is just a tool. Who's using it, and what is their purpose for using it? That's going to be a major differentiator, right? Because at the end of the day, you have people who intend to use it to, like this lawsuit is indicating, they're using it to actually mimic, if not wholesale copy, the music of original artists, real human artists. Yeah, and I think that's unfair.
And that's why Suno won't let me port, because I tried it to see what happened in the style of UB40 or in the style of Bon Jovi or whatever. It won't let you do that, but you can put songs in and do cover versions of them with whatever persona you've created. You can actually do that.
Right. And so that's what
I've not even tried it because I'm not comfortable with that, because that's somebody else's song.
Agreed. Somebody else's song. And then, of course, it's also somebody else's tone, texture, style, flair, even. And so there is some things there. There are some things there to really be mindful of. but we are still, it's whenever I talk to anybody about anything, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it's Claude, if it's Gemini, if it's Notebook LM, it doesn't matter. If you're using ChatGPT, you have your own custom, it doesn't matter. If you're going to use technology, AI, however you want to phrase it, you still own the end product that you're making available to the world. Somebody was saying, I used AI to kind of help me with some of the notes. I'm like, well, you still need to do the work to ensure that what AI said is actually correct. You don't just, well, I got this from ChatGPT, so I'm just sharing with you as if you're a robot. Anybody can do that. The work comes from actually going through and verifying, say, well, this isn't quite right. Well, this part isn't quite right. The tweaking part, you still own the end product. You still own the end product. You still own what is put out there for public consumption. And that goes from whether it's a presentation, whether it's a PDF, whether it's, a YouTube description or a title, you still own the end product. Now, some of the titles that I get sometimes I'm like, man, that's pretty good, but I still tweak. I'm still tweaking, I still want something slightly different. And we are still the ones that are generating the prompt that is helping to create, giving AI something to create, and then we can go back and fine tune. So I just wanted to make sure that we kind of land there for those that are kind of, because it is a bit of a conversation. Can you add artistic style or sound? Is what Margot is asking. Yeah, you can.
Yeah, you just
especially
put it
from
in the
a
description.
genre, right?
Yeah, you just put it into the description. I mean, it took me ages to create Digbeth non-stop, because every time I put reggae in, I was getting the wrong vocals because I was trying to make it sound like UB40.
Right.
So I messed around with it for probably an hour, just trying to get the exact sound that I wanted.
Right.
Kept putting female vocals in and things like that as well. Prompt engineering is quite it's a new art form. It's, having said that, it's very simple with Suno. But with other things, it's like, I think with any AI, it's as good as what you put in. So
Absolutely.
Prompt engineering is a big thing. And there's a big responsibility on us to just use it with some common sense. I think that's what it all boils down to, isn't it? But yeah, you can make it sound like whatever you want. I mean, I've made it sound like chipmunks singing things. I've made it sound like I put car noises over it.
Nice,
I did a whole load of reggae stuff, and I wanted car noises over it because I was doing some songs about a load of bath owners going to a car show, and I'd somehow lost the audio. So I just fiddled about with that until it stopped sounding like a V8 and sounded like in a bath.
Oh wow!
So yeah, you can do all sorts with it. The DJ drops I've done are quite good fun. Did you want to see one of those?
Sure. Yes, please. Let's show that, and then I think
just
once we do that, I think we'll probably wrap it up for today. But while you're finding that, DWMRL, I don't know if you can share what your first name is. You've given some really great information today. So he comes back saying you can enter any song, but you also agree with Suno terms when you upload audio, and you have to agree you own what you upload. But people lie, and that's the issue. So yes, it's safe for your own stuff, but that's the part, it's the human component, right? So there's some effort that they've tried to put in place to have safeguards, but listen, at the end of the day, I can use I hate to use this analogy, but I can use a knife to cut my watermelon. But that same knife could be used for something else. And so this is the challenge, and it still comes down to, this is the tool. The tool was intended for whatever it was intended for, but as soon as you add people to the equation, they're a constant variable, and sometimes that can end up good, sometimes that can end up not so good. All right, so let's look at these DJ drops.
And I think just before we go on to that, I think the other thing is that in having that agreement that you have to subscribe to before you can do this, it's an attempt to shift the responsibility
to you
from Suno to the user, which is actually, I think, fair enough. But that does conflict slightly with the cover versions facility.
Yeah, I mean,
why else would you upload it?
They're riding a fine line, because
They are.
if especially with the free
And I hope
version,
it gets
like
refined.
you don't even own that, right? You don't even like if you're on the if you're not paying for the pro version, you don't actually even
you can
own
use
the
it
rights.
to your heart's content, but everybody else can too. Because I want to be able to own mine and
in
let
that
my
instance,
friends use it.
But then in that instance, it's like, how can you hold me accountable for music that you won't even you know what I'm saying, that you are owning? So anyway, they're riding a fine line where that's concerned, but I get it.
I hope it gets sorted.
I do too. Yeah, let's do these DJ drops.
Let's see what this one. I can't remember which of these are which because I made a load, but this is a 49-second one.
Okay.
Yo.
I don't like
Brace
the start.
yourself.
Don't like
This
the yo-yo.
is not just music. This is a journey. Live from the heart of America, the one, the only, DJ Vlad, spinning the best rock anthems from every decade, from the classics to the chaos, from the riffs to the rebellion. Turn it up, feel it. This is DJ.
Right, I've had enough now.
Wow.
It's good though, but I actually
electric.
typed in. It is. I mean, I did a whole load of them, as you can see. But they, I just typed in the description that I wanted a DJ drop. This was the DJ's name. This is the sort of music he plays. This is where he's from. I wanted it big, dramatic, cinematic sounding, and that's what came out. And I had a whole load of them.
Understood.
So I wonder what the instrumentals. What's the instrumental?
Let's see what the instrumental came up with.
Just more reggae. Oh, of course, that was still on the reggae setting, wasn't it?
Yeah, but I still like it though. I tell you what, that's it. You can just send those reggae ones to me. Like, man, those are good. I at least want to make sure my dad hears one of those. He's gonna be so tickled by that thing. I feel like I'm gonna create my account and I'm gonna be going down the rabbit hole with this thing.
Honestly, I think I lost a day when I first discovered it. I'm just having
Billy
to go with
Thorpe is on the live with us today. Thank you so much for hanging
Billy.
out, Billy. Always good to have you, brother. Hey, Billy, hit the link in the community and come on into Zoom and say what's up to the people if you got a second. What do we do? What are you generating now? Some more? A few more? One or two more?
I thought I'd have a go at heavy metal version, but it seems to have hung up on me.
Oh.
Let's try. Oh no, here we go. I just wondered what
metal.
it would do with heavy metal with my Kirk theme.
This is gonna
It might be really nasty. It's still on instrumental, isn't it? Yeah.
I actually prefer the instrumental. I'm not a big fan of words, especially for what I do.
I think instrumentals are more usable for more things, aren't they?
Yeah.
But if you type in the whole story, I mean, I've typed in there's fairies singing in the woodland with mushrooms and deer running by, and you end up with some pretty plinky music. It's just oh, here we go. It's going to sound like the Disturbed does Kirk. What's the vocals sound like?
This is so cool.
Pixel scream is voice of blade. Knowledge sharp, the fear of.
Oh
there
wow!
We go.
There's some lyrics there now. Dr. Vibe, talk to me, man. What are you thinking? What are you thinking so far?
I think it's worth the investment. I even experiment for 1 month because and Tracy, thank you so much, because I've had so much difficulty trying to understand Sumo. So I'm going to definitely watch the replay and get some clarity, but you've certainly given me a lot of clarity right now. There's so much I could use with this because along with me using Sumo for 15-minute spots, I can now create theme music and not worry about the copyright thing. I'm tired, like the Geek Street Preacher, I'm tired of the copyright stuff.
Yeah, I'm so tired.
Tired.
The thing is, like, as you say,
Kirk
you could
just
just
understand that. Tired.
We gotta pray. We gotta
thing
pray
is,
for
as you
Jamaica,
say-
y'all. We gotta pray for Jamaica. It's
Oh, yes.
it's been a rough day or so for Jamaica, but
I know. I
definitely
was
tired.
watching the live webcam. It was
Yeah,
it was
me too.
horrible, wasn't it? It was
It's
horrific.
the west part of
no,
the island really
as
got
you
hit hard.
It did. Looks horrendous. As Dr. Vibe said, you could just do it for a month and
Yeah.
just have a mad fit. Use your 500 credits. You'll probably end up with about 20 or 30 songs or more that you really
all I
like,
need.
and that's all you ever need.
You know,
Yeah.
that's such a
See how you
great
go.
point too. That is, I didn't
There
even
you
think about
go.
that.
Yeah,
I'm glad
it
we
is a
got that
monthly.
into the live stream in today's
Yeah.
show, because
I mean, I've
somebody is
kept
like,
it
well,
because
I don't know if I
keep
want to
using
pay
it.
$8 a month, but no, you can just do 1 month and see how you like it, and then make a decision from there. I definitely wouldn't pay for the year unless you know for a fact you're going to be using this, long term.
No,
But yeah,
I mean,
that's a really
the free
great
one,
point.
as long as you don't. The free one you can use. I think you can get like about 20 or so songs out. I forget exactly, but it's something like that.
Even with the free one?
That might be
Yeah.
something
Even-
like that. Yeah, you get a few.
Okay, so Tracy, I may need to reach off you offline because I tried Sumo a long time ago and I was confused. It just
But no,
it doesn't-
But I will
Go ahead.
say,
It's updated a lot. We're on version 5 now, so you might find it easier. The free version, the only downside is, other than obviously you get an awful lot less generations, all of the functionality is there, but you won't own the rights to the music. You can use it,
yeah,
but you
even
won't
that,
own the rights
Wow.
to it. Other people can pinch it.
That's
I want
I'm
to highlight this real quick. So we've got he's been flying under the radar. He's been sharing some things. He says, "Hey, I won't lie, I'm a Suno expert, but I'm on." He says
I'm
Suno
not.
honestly has changed his life. I'm thankful for them. Currently 30K views away from 10 million. That's pretty dope. And I just wanted to congratulate you
What?
on that. That's awesome. That's awesome.
Amazing.
That is so awesome. They think of it this way: 1 month, that's 4. This in terms of the price for the what's the term I'm looking for? In terms of the price for the monthly charge. But I want to say this: we kind of
here,
glossed
that's
over
one
it, but
coffee.
it probably shouldn't have glossed over it so quickly. I don't take lightly what's happening there in Jamaica. I've got a lot of family. I've been texting
Same
and
here.
WhatsApping back and forth with them all week long, like from Sunday till today. We've been messaging back and forth. Everybody's kind of just checking in, making sure everybody's good. There is damage
okay?
for sure. Yes, but they are okay. At least my family members thus far, we don't have anything to report in terms of injuries or anything like that. Even though there have been injuries, there has been property damage, there has been in other areas and in other families, there has been loss of life. So we don't take that lightly. I see Margot says she barely got out on one of the last flights, so she got out of Jamaica right before the hurricane hit. Because I can guarantee you right now, nobody can get it. Getting in and out is an entire disaster. So I just wanted to kind of pause and say that, because I know that we touched on it very, very briefly. But I just wanted to kind of give it a moment for us to really talk through that. And I know as people may be having connections there, and I know I've got family there. Dr. Vibe said he's got some as well, and Margot just got back. So yeah, I just wanted to kind of give that its own moment. And then I just want to say a word of welcome to my good friend, Mr. Billy Thorpe, who just came in to the chat, to the Zoom room here right now. So what's up, Billy?
What's up, Kirk? Good to see everybody. Yeah, I just sat down at my desk and saw you were live, and I was like, all right, yeah, I'll jump in. Let me turn some lights on, see what's up.
Awesome. I thought I had a Zoom active speaker set up, but I guess I didn't. There we go. Zoom active speaker is now set up. But okay, yeah. Turn the lights on and come on in, man. Always good to have you every time, man. You've got some really cool stuff coming down the pike as well.
Yeah, man, always trying to do something, but nothing really with AI. You guys are blowing my mind and my ears. So
good.
I got in here and I'm like, man, like guitar solos and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
I'm like, what has Kirk turned into?
Hey, man, you got to scroll back on the live to hear the reggae version where they were talking about my name and all that stuff. I know. What's our guy's name?
Awesome.
He did something similar to this at Creator Camp. It's Jeff C. He did a whole
Mm-hmm.
thing on Suno at Creator Kit. Well, it was Suno. It was a couple of their tools as well, right? It wasn't just Suno, but he did something similar and blew my mind then. But I was so glad that we have in my community we have an in Tracy we have somebody who's been using it for years and years and years, and so we've been talking about doing something for our community for a while now. I'm just glad that we were able to kind of find a date, and today worked out really well. And again, we just have several community members who are here with us hanging out. We got folks online, 10 people online with us, hanging out with us today. But yeah, that's definitely what we wanted to touch on. Listen, it's a game changer, man. It really is a game changer. I mean, I just absolutely like Dr. Vibe. And I'm certain that there are others out there. I've had it up to here with copyright strikes. I don't know so, and maybe it doesn't matter for some of you if you're not in the monetization piece yet, if you haven't been invited to the YouTube partner program. But when you have a video that is doing well and that video is generating money from ads, and it's still, I mean, it's from my channel, I make evergreen content. So when, if a video is going to do well, it's going to continue to do well. I mean, 20, 30, 30, 40,000 views, 80,000 views, 100,000 views, whatever. But, as you see that trajectory growing, and especially when a video is growing well and it's at that 30,000 view mark, but it could easily go up to 500,000, when you get that message that that video is now, no longer monetized because of the music, and that video has been out there for a year, that's really frustrating. I mean, it's as frustrating as it
Yeah.
gets. And so those are the pieces that I absolutely, that's why I was so intrigued and inspired by what we heard here today. Margot, I want to respond to your question real quick. So I have a community, and the community is, it's built on the platform School. And so so I'm putting a link in the chat. I think it went in both. Yes. Did I type that right? I did. I put a link in the chat. That is the link to join the community. And when you're in the community, we do these meetups all the time. So sometimes we live stream them like we're streaming today, but other times we don't. And so I definitely want to make sure you get a chance to come on in, because we would love to have more people join. We can just engage in a different way in the community. So the Zoom link isn't necessarily publicly posted. The Zoom link is, however, publicly posted in the community. It's just that I knew Billy Thorpe is already a member. So I just said, hey, man, you hit the link and come on into Zoom. Same for Dr. Vibe. Same for David Hunt. Same for Florence, who had to leave early, but she'll catch this on replay. And, Florence is one of our moderators. We love Florence here. So yes, yeah, I just wanted to give that quick answer to that question, Margot. And again, if you have any questions, just drop me a DM, and we'll try and figure out ways to answer that. But yes, any other questions about this thing, or any comments before we get ready to close it down for today, at least online for sure. And then we might have a little further conversation.
Kirk, did you get the code for Sora yet that I sent you?
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
Okay.
I think I
Okay.
responded to you on in the direct messages. I think you had sent me a
Okay,
message.
all right. As long as you got it, that's all I want to know.
Yeah. So I was in California at a conference the week.
Okay.
So we talked about it that day, and then that weekend I was at and somebody messaged me and was like, hey, yeah, we are. So I'm looking for Margot in here. It says Margot signed up, but I don't know what happened. I don't see it. But anyway, yeah, somebody did get me.
Okay.
Somebody did get me a code while I was at that conference.
Okay.
The guy was saying he has all his codes left, and he's given all of them out, but nobody's used them. So he gave me one, and I was like, boom. I'm going to use it right now. He said, you get 5, I think it is. And he gave
4
them
or 5. Yeah.
Yeah. He gave them out to people, but the people he gave it to haven't used it. So on his account, he's looking and it still says that he has, 4 or 5 available.
Wow.
So yeah. Okay. I'm actually, what name should I search for, Margot? Oh no, I see Margot here. Yeah. Margot's here. Yeah. Joined August 18. You joined early. So what's up? You should be able to jump on the link. Margot, yeah, you joined when it was free. It's not free anymore. So you joined when it was free. So I think what's the best way for me to do this? Let's go back to here. Yeah, if you go into the community right now, um, let me. Okay, guys, it's one of those things. Like I want to show the example, but it's like where do I show the example? All right, so here.
I usually just grab it from the calendar.
Right. So,
That's
but
where I
you
find
know,
it
so
easiest to find it.
we're over our time, which is why she's probably not seeing it. The easy way, I
Could
should
be.
say. So let me go to this. All right. So here, Margot, if you were looking at the community group, whoa. Okay, yeah. If you're looking at the community group, you will see right here in this middle section. That's where you can usually come in to the meeting. But we're over our time, so you just go to the calendar and look for today, and you see right here it says Coaching Corner. And of course now I'm showing that to the world. But the point is you would just click that and click into the Zoom meeting. In addition, Margot, you'll also see, yeah, you're one of the first ones. Yeah. You'll also see right here where I say Coaching Corner, and I do this every week, and it sends an email out to everybody, all the members of the community. And in this post, I'm not going to show it now because I've learned my lesson, but in this post, it has the Zoom link there as well. So I hope that makes sense, and I hope that you can utilize that to be able to join. And you just want to go ahead and engage, where possible. Just engage in the conversation. You don't have to jump on a live like we're doing now, but just comment on other people's posts, do all that kind of stuff. Thank you so much, sir. He says, y'all have a good day. I'll keep in touch. Please keep in touch. In the community is made up of content creators, streamers, content entrepreneurs, people who want to utilize content to realize, to achieve their goals, whatever those goals might be. Everybody's got different goals, but they recognize content as one of the ways that they can do that. I do a lot of content on my channel that covers several creator platforms like StreamYard and Ecamm. Those two in particular, but I also cover EVMux, Restream, and several others. And I just kind of give people tips, tricks, best practices on how best to use it. I do a lot of remote production for clients. And so I'm the one clicking the buttons while they're inside StreamYard or Ecamm, sharing their value, whether it's live or we're recording it for a podcast. So that's really a lot of what we do on this channel. I'm going to be expanding that a little bit to include, what is your digital footprint and what does that even mean, and how do we utilize it? How do we leverage it for success? And so those are some of the things I just wanted to kind of give that. I saw that question there saying, hey, what do you do in the community? And that's what I wanted to respond to. So there's that question there. But I want to say a word of thanks to each and every one of you. 11 of you on the live with us today. I want to say a word of thanks to all of you for being with us today. It has been amazing to really just kind of engage and talk through this. I want to say a word of thanks to Tracy as well, specifically for coming on today and just, giving us the context and some training and giving us some of your experience. And then, of course, that demo it's killer. Like there's no better way. This is why I love this kind of content when we can share screen and show it live. We created that music together right here during this show, and for people to see that, I think that's what's causing people to be like, okay, this is great. Now I will say for Dr. Vibe, I think we should have a follow-up session to just kind of chat through inside the community. Of course, we could just jump into one of the school rooms and we can figure that out. We can schedule that after we go offline here in just a moment, but we can schedule a quick meetup in one of the evenings, and we can just kind of talk through Suno. I know David Hunt uses it as well, so I'd love to jump in on that because I'm gonna probably go get my account created here. My wife's traveling, so I got a little bit of time. When the kids go to sleep, it's just me by myself. So I figure why not? She's probably watching this where she's at right now. She's probably like, oh boy. But yeah, yes, another subscription. Yes, it's going to happen because I need that music. I was literally just asking my son yesterday, does he make beats? Because he used to make beats with Fruity Loops, David Hunt. I know you used that term earlier, but he used to make beats back in the day. But he's like, yeah, I really don't make beats anymore. So I'm now like, okay, what can I give him that he can make me some beats? So this is going to be my next project. I'm gonna make him into a Suno expert here in a few weeks. So anyway, but that's what the community is all about. And again, I want to say a word of thanks to each and every one of you for just coming through and hanging out with us today. For my folks online, listen, we started off with this quote. It said, once you choose hope, anything's possible. Quite literally, we demoed a platform today that blew our minds. I mean, the term anything's possible has never been more tangible than what we were able to see today. But I don't want to negate the first half of that thing. There is an action word in that quote by Christopher Reeves that says choose. Choose. What are you choosing? And sometimes we have to ask ourselves that question. What are we choosing? What are we choosing? Are we choosing, like I said in the beginning, are we choosing mediocrity? Are we choosing to stay in the comfort zone? Are we choosing to just half-ass it, for the lack of a better term? What are we choosing? We get to choose every day. We get to choose. Am I going to get up early? Am I going to go to bed early? Am I going to get good sleep? Am I going to exercise? Am I going to eat well? We get to choose. Life is made up of a number of different choices. Christopher Reeves says in this quote, and I think this is such a great place for us to land, especially as we talk about AI and all the different things. Once you choose hope, once you choose to see that there is a possibility of greater, of more, of better, if you choose that, quite literally, you're opening yourself up to allow for anything to be possible. It's your boy, Kirk Nugent, the Geek Speaker Preacher. Thankful for your time and attention. We'll see you around these internet streets or in the next video. Grace and peace, fam.